Hi guys, my name is Veronica and this is going to be a 30-minute vinyasa flow practice. It's fairly accessible to beginners. We're not going to be doing anything too fancy, really just getting our bodies moving, stretching, breathing. Maybe you've been sitting at a desk all day or you've just woken up and you're feeling a little bit tight. So hopefully this class will energize your body a little bit more. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoy. So let's begin today at the top of the mat in Tadasana, mountain pose. Bring the feet together, arms by your side, or you can have the palms together at heart center. And go ahead and close your eyes. And let's begin to turn the attention inwards, bringing the awareness to the breath. Letting go of anything that you might have been thinking about or working on before stepping onto your mat. And just allow yourself to become fully present right here in your body in this very moment. Inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling out the nose. Take one more deep breath here. And on your next inhalation, sweep the arms above you. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale through center. One more time, inhale the arms up. And this time, grab onto the right wrist. Stretch the arm to the ceiling. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale back up to center. And grab onto the left wrist, stretching the arm up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale back up to center. And exhale, let's take a baby back bend here. Cactus the arms, open the chest. Inhale the arms back up. And leave the right arm up. And as you exhale, walk the left hand down the back of the right thigh, twisting to your left, pressing the hips forward, and lengthening through the spine as you look past your left shoulder. Keep lengthening as you lift. And come back to center, reaching both arms up. This time, take your right hand to the back of the left thigh, twisting to the right, pressing the hips forward, and lengthening through the spine as you open the chest and look past your right shoulder. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, soften the knees as you swan dive forward into a forward fold. And let's take the feet to about a hip's width distance. Bend the knees as much as you need to, especially if the hamstrings are feeling tight. And let's take a ragdoll. So bring the hands to opposite elbows and just let the head hang, releasing the neck. Maybe sway from side to side or shake the head yes or no if that feels good. Taking one more deep breath here. And on your next inhale, lift halfway. Lengthen out through the crown of the head. Hands can come to shins or to the floor in front of you. And then clasp the hands behind you. And with your clasp, exhale, fold forward. Keep pulling the hands away from you as you reach them over the head, stretching out the shoulders. Take one more inhale here. And on your exhale, bend the right knee and draw the right shoulder towards the knee. Twisting and looking past your left shoulder if it's all right on your neck. Inhale back to center. And exhale, bend the left knee, drawing the left shoulder to the knee, and gaze past your right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale and release the hands to the floor. Either stay here with your feet at hips width distance or bring the big toes to touch. And on your next inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, flattening the back. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Shift the weight into your right foot and step the left foot back into a runner's lunge. Coming onto the fingertips, stacking the right knee above the ankle and pressing back through the left heel. Lifting and lengthening the chest. And then press into the left hand. Inhale, easy twist to the right. Reach the right arm up. Exhale, bring it back down in front of you. Drop the back knee, coming into crescent lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring them back down in front of you. And shift the hips back for half splits, straightening the front leg and flexing the toes to the face. Inhale and lengthen through the spine. Exhale as you fold over the knee. And gently bring the bend back into the front knee, lifting the back knee off the ground. Step the left foot up to meet the right and fold forward. Shift the weight into the left leg and step the right leg back into your runner's lunge. Once again, coming onto the fingertips, stacking the left knee above the ankle and pressing through that back heel to engage the quad. Lift and lengthen the chest. And then press the right hand down. Inhale, easy twist to the left. Reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back down in front. Drop the back knee down for crescent lunge. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands back down in front and shift the hips back for half splits, straightening the front leg and flexing the toes towards the face. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Exhale, bend over the front knee. Go ahead and bring the bend back into the front knee and lift the back knee off the ground. And this time step the left leg back into your plank. Stacking the shoulders above the wrists and drawing the belly button up towards the spine as you press out through the heels. Take one more inhale here, and with your exhale, drop the knees to the mat. Leave the hips above the knees for now. Inhale, and as you exhale, slide the chest between the hands, drawing the elbows in towards the rib cage. As you inhale and come up into cobra, pressing into the hands, lifting the chest, draw the shoulders down the back. And exhale, press back into child's pose, bringing the knees wide and bringing the chest down towards the mat, walking the hands out in front of you. Take one deep cleansing breath here, and then make your way into a tabletop position, stacking the shoulders above the wrists and hips above the knees. And let's take just a few cat-cows here. So on your inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round the back as you draw the belly button in towards the spine. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, round the back. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. And go ahead and take two more just like this on your own breath. And when you're finished, make your way into a neutral tabletop. And from here, let's take a puppy stretch. So leaving the hips above the knees, walk the arms down in front of you And bring the chest and forehead down towards the mat. Press firmly into the hands and try to draw the armpits in towards each other, towards the center, just to get a little bit more opening up in the upper back. And let's take 3 deep breaths here. And then on your next inhale, slide the chest between the hands for Sphinx, bringing the hips down to the mat and pressing into the forearms to lift the chest. Exhale, bring the forehead down to the mat. And then bring the hands to the outside edges of the mat, coming onto the fingertips, just below the elbows in a sort of modified cobra. And then press into the floor. Inhale as you lift the chest. Exhale, bring the forehead to the mat. Press into the floor. Inhale. Exhale, back down. Keeping this wave-like motion going. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Really getting into the back of the shoulders here. Inhale. Exhale. And take one more. Inhale. Exhale, coming back down. And then place the hands underneath the shoulders for a regular cobra. Press into the hands. Inhale to lift the chest into cobra. Exhale, press back into down dog, lifting the hips and drawing the chest towards the thighs. And drawing the heels down towards the mat. Once again, just as you did in puppy pose, press firmly into the hands and try to spin the outer upper arms in towards the center, sort of the armpit area. So you're once again getting that opening through the upper back, that place that can sometimes be really hard to get into, especially if you're sitting at a desk all day. And let's take 3 deep breaths here, settling into our down dog. Okay, let's start to move a little bit more. So on your next inhalation, look to the top of the mat. Step or hop through to a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Root into the feet. Inhale, come up. Arms come up to the ceiling. And exhale, hinge at the waist, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands and step back into a plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. If you need to, bring the knees down first. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, press back into your down dog. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Step or hop through, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit back into your chair, sweeping the arms up, drawing the hips back. Bring the weight into your heels, all 10 toes pointing forward. And tuck the tailbone. Draw the shoulders down the back. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, sit a little deeper. Fire up the legs. Soften the face, soften the breath. Always finding calmness in the intensity. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold and plant the hands, stepping back into your plank. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale as you bring everything down to the mat, drawing the elbows in close to the rib cage. Bend the right knee and then roll onto your left side, coming up into a seat for just a moment as you press up into wild thing. Press into both feet and the left hand, lifting the hips and reaching the right arm up above. Expanding out in all directions and really inviting a sensation of openness through the entire front body. Exhale, bring the right hand down around to the front, coming into three-legged dog, reaching the right leg behind you, and squaring the hips to the front of the mat. Inhale at the top, and exhale, bring the knee towards the nose as you round the back. Inhale, extend back out. Exhale, knee towards right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee towards left elbow. Inhale, extend. And exhale, step between the hands, coming into runner's lunge once again. Engaging the core, inhale, high lunge, lift the arms above you. And keep pressing out through the back heel, activating the back quad. Bend a little bit deeper into the front knee, but still making sure to stack the right knee above the ankle. Lengthen the spine as you inhale, drawing the shoulders down the back. Exhale, twist to the right, extending the arms. Inhale, lift the left arm to the ceiling. Exhale, walk the right hand down the back of the left thigh, like we did in the beginning of the practice, except this time we're in a lunge. Lifting and lengthening through the spine. Exhaling as you open the chest and twist a little deeper. Inhale, both arms back up to high lunge, softening the ribs. Exhale, standing splits. Bring the weight into the front leg and bring the hands down to the mat or to a pair of blocks if you have them in front of you. Extend the left leg long behind you and flex the toes towards the face. Notice if your left hip is higher than the right, and then try to bring it back down in line with the right hip. Take one more breath here. And then bring a soft bend into the right knee and come up into one-legged mountain, bending the left knee as you come up to standing. And bring the hands to touch at heart center. Take a deep breath as you find your balance here. And on your exhale, gently step back into Warrior Two, lining up the back and front heels, bending the front leg to as close of a 90-degree angle as you can, and then press into the outer edge of the back foot, lifting the arch. Press into all four corners of the front foot, lifting up through the pelvic floor, and extend the arms out. Soften the ribs and soften the breath. Finding a warrior that is both determined and forgiving. Effort with ease. Exhale and cartwheel the hands back in front, coming into high plank. Inhale to shift forward. And exhale as you bring everything down to the mat. Getting ready to do it all again on the other side. But let's take a little rest here. Releasing into the mat. Take a deep breath. Let it out the mouth. One more time like that. Inhale. Exhale it out the mouth. And then bring a bend to your left knee and roll onto your right side, coming up into a seat for just that quick moment before pressing up into Wild Thing, pressing into both feet and the right hand this time. Reach the left arm up and over, lifting the hips, finding expansion. Growing larger, taking up space. Whatever you need to do here to really feel the stretch through the front body. And then exhale as you bring the left hand back around to the front, coming into three-legged dog, squaring the hips to the front of the mat and extending the left leg behind you. Inhale and exhale, draw the knee in towards the nose as you round the back. Inhale back to extend. Exhale, knee towards left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee towards right elbow. Inhale, extend. And exhale, step between the hands, coming into runner's lunge. Firm up the core and inhale into high lunge, lifting the arms. Staying committed to the bend in the front knee and pressing back through the back heel, really engaging that back quad. And draw the shoulders down away from the ears and soften the ribs. Inhale to lengthen the spine and exhale, twist to the left, extending the arms out. Inhale, reach the right arm above you. Exhale, walk the left hand down the right thigh. Lengthening the spine, opening the chest, and looking past your left shoulder if it's all right on your neck. Inhale, both arms back up to high lunge. Exhale, standing splits. Bring the weight into the front leg and bring the hands down in front of you or down to the blocks if you have them. And extend the right leg out behind you, flexing the toes to the face. Making sure to drop that back hip down in line with the left. Take one more breath here. And then bring a soft bend into the standing leg and coming through into one-legged mountain, bending the right leg and bringing the hands to heart center. Take a deep breath here, finding your balance. And exhale as you slowly step back into warrior two. Once again, lining up the back and front heels and bending the front leg to as close to a 90-degree angle as possible. Extend the arms out, gaze over the front middle finger. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale as you sit a little deeper into that front leg. Softening the breath as you feel the intensity rising. One more inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down in front, stepping into your plank. And then taking a vinyasa on your own breath. Moving through chaturanga into cobra, and then finding your way back into down dog. And when you get to down dog, let's take a few deep cleansing breaths here. Noticing if your body is feeling any different than when you started out. And then take one more breath here. And inhale, look to the top of your mat, step or hop through to a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, flatten the back. Exhale, fold. Root into the feet. Inhale and come up, sweep the arms above you. Exhale, bring the hands down by your sides. And then from here, let's take a wide stance facing the long side of your mat and pointing the toes to about 45-degree angle. Exhale as you sit down into goddess squat. And try to bring the knees above the big or second toes. And tucking the tailbone under. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, sit a little deeper. And inhale, straighten the legs. Turn the toes to point forward. Bring the hands to the hips. And exhale as you fold forward with a flat back. Bringing the hands down in front of you. And go ahead and take any arm variation that you'd like here. So you can walk the hands between the legs, pointing the fingertips away from you, and grabbing onto the floor, stretching a little bit deeper. Or if you'd like to take a little twist, walk the hands over to the left ankle, twisting to the left. And maybe leave the right arm there and reach the left arm up above you. Or if you'd like a little bit more from here, maybe you bring the arm back around and hook it onto the right thigh for a little half bind. And if you're in the bind, go ahead and release and walk the hands over to the right side. And then maybe stretch the right arm up. And if you'd like to take the bind, then bring the arm around the back and hook the hand onto the left thigh. Taking one more breath here. Exhale, releasing the bind. And bringing the hands back around where you came from. Inhale to a halfway lift. And exhale as you walk your hands back out to the front of the mat and come into a comfortable seat. Bringing the feet to a hips width distance. Lengthen out through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, gently roll down to the mat until you have the whole back on the mat. And go ahead and bring the knees in towards the chest, giving them a little squeeze. And then let's take a happy baby. So knock the knees out wide, stacking the ankles above the knees or as close to it as possible. And then just bring the hands to the outer edges of the feet or to the ankles, wherever it's possible to grab on and still keep the tailbone on the mat. And then press the feet down, drawing the knees closer towards the mat. One last little hip opener here. I'm sure if you're anything like me, you could probably stay in this posture for a lot longer. So if you would like to, you can pause the video and stay here. Otherwise, if you'd like to continue along, bring the knees back in towards each other, drawing them in towards the chest one more time. And then extend the left leg long in front of you and guide the left knee across the body, reaching the right arm out to the side and looking towards the right for a little supine twist. And try to keep both shoulders on the mat. We'll stay here for 2 breaths. And then bring both knees back into the chest and extend the right leg long in front of you and guide the left knee across the body and extend the left arm looking past your left shoulder. Two breaths here. And then bring both knees back into the chest, giving them another little squeeze. Bring the forehead to the knees. And exhale, coming into Shavasana, your final posture. Now, if you'd like to do any other cooling postures before moving into Shavasana, go ahead and pause the video and take any of those postures, and then just meet us back here whenever you're ready. If you're ready to take Shavasana, let the legs release, let the knees go out to the side, arms by your side, palms facing up, closing the eyes. And releasing any last little bit of tension you might be feeling. And feel free to stay in Shavasana for however long you'd like to. Thank you so much for joining me today for this practice. I hope you have a wonderful day and feel a little bit more in your body and a little bit more present right here in this moment. Namaste.